The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Our adversaries gather.
Teams of 4, but I can make this work.
Mon Dieu, that hurt.
Donald Trump is giving a bleak warning as the war against Iran is now spiraling out of control, spreading across the region. Hezbollah has now entered the war, shooting into Israel from Lebanon. Donald Trump telling the Daily Mail and others this will last many, many weeks. However, when Donald Trump was asked by members of the press after Air Force One landed, are you going to speak to the American people other than by making social media posts or social media videos that just go on Truth Social? Are you going to try to explain to the American people what the hell is happening? Donald Trump refused to answer any questions from the press, which he's really never done before. Instead, he started pointing to a new statue that has been put up in Donald Trump's new club, Rose Garden, whatever the hell he's calling it. It's a statue of Ben Franklin, and he's like, look how great the statue is. Isn't this an amazing statue? Donald Trump's also been making deranged posts saying that Lady Gaga's dad endorsed him in 2024, and he keeps on making posts about Lady Gaga's dad, which is utterly unhinged. Donald Trump did, in fact, make a video of himself where he, I guess, addressed the war in Iran, although not really with any clarity at all. And in this video, Donald Trump said one of the most disgusting and grotesque things I've ever heard a commander-in-chief ever say. I had to watch it again to say, did he really say that? When he talked about 3 American service members who were killed in the war already, Donald Trump, Mr. Bone Spurs, who avoided the Vietnam draft multiple times, Donald Trump said, we found out that there were these service members who died. That's just the way it is, he says. That's the way it is. And then in this bizarre video he posted of himself as well, he also said, we're going to continue this. We're going to keep this war going until the objectives are achieved, but doesn't even address what the hell objectives he's even talking. What are the objectives? You went from talking about stopping uranium enrichment to now saying regime change. But then Lindsey Graham, who was your bud talking about regime change, is now saying we actually don't care about regime change. And then earlier you tried to get Iran to agree to a ceasefire, but Iran's refusing to agree to a ceasefire now. And there's absolute chaos and fury taking place in the Middle East. And at the same time, there's a war between Pakistan and Afghanistan right now. And then at the same time, the war from Russia's invasion of Ukraine is heating up as well. And there have been major developments there. I mean, you add all of this together. I don't want to use the hyperbolic term World War, you know what, but the world is on fire from war as a result of Donald Trump's deranged attack on Iran, when it appeared that there was still ample time for negotiations. One thing I want to point out as well, you have Donald Trump and Netanyahu have hacked into the Israeli television networks, and now they are transmitting videos of themselves to Iran, where Netanyahu's going on Iranian TV and Trump is going on Iranian TV, and they're saying, we're here to help you. We're here to save you. Take back your country. Take back your country. I don't think the people of Iran are big fans of Netanyahu and Donald Trump. I would even think the people who don't like the Ayatollah and don't like the Islamic Republic probably are not fans, and I'm putting this lightly, of Netanyahu and Donald Trump. And by the way, the latest poll out from the American people, the latest Ipsos poll, only 27% of Americans approve of Donald Trump's attack on Iran right now. But here's how Donald Trump, I don't even want to say addressed it. He posted a deranged video on his social media platform while also posting about Lady Gaga's dad voting for him in 2024. The hell? Here's where he says, People die in war. That's the way it is. Sure, 3 service members died. More will probably die, but that's just the way it is. Let's play this clip.
Earlier today, CENTCOM shared the news that 3 U.S. military service members have been killed in action. As one nation, we grieve for the true American patriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation, even as we continue the righteous mission for which they gave their lives. We pray for the full recovery of the wounded and send our immense love and eternal gratitude to the families of the fallen. And sadly, there will likely be more. Before it ends, that's the way it is. Likely be more, but we'll do everything possible where that won't be the case.
And then here Donald Trump says, we're going to achieve all of our objectives. Our objectives are very strong. What are the objectives? Can someone please articulate to me, seriously, what the objectives are here? What the hell we are doing? Here, play this clip.
Combat operations continue at this time in full force, and they will continue until all of our objectives are achieved. We have very strong objectives. They could have done something 2 weeks ago, but they just couldn't get there.
Now, hell is breaking loose in the Middle East and also in Russia and Ukraine right now. I want to give you some data points right now. Like here, we have the Iranian drone strikes have hit an ammunition warehouse at a U.S. base in Erbil in Iraq. There's also secondary explosions and a large fire observed at the scene. You can see what it looked like when this ammunition warehouse belonging to the U.S. military was successfully hit by Iran. Here you can take a look at what some of those secondary explosions looked at. Here are, this is the aftermath of Iranian ballistic missiles impacting Jerusalem right here. You can see what that looks like right there. Let's take a look right here. This footage shows escalating violence erupting near the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad as clashes intensify. Let's play this clip right here. Or let's take a look at some of the clashes erupting between Shiite protesters and Bahraini security forces after a demonstration condemning the assassination of Iran's supreme leader was dispersed. You'll see Molotov cocktails being thrown. Just take a look at what this looks like. Let's play it. Next, you'll see when an Iranian missile successfully struck Jerusalem moments ago. Let's take a look at what that looked like.
Oh my God.
And then you'll see over here, still unclear what this is, but a large aerial object was shot down in northern Iran. Here's footage of the burning object falling from the sky. The Trump regime has not provided any information yet what that could be. We don't want to speculate at all, but it looked bad. Here, let's play this clip.
Well, I have a feeling that this will make it into the history books.
More images right now of a large fire and explosion near a U.S. naval facility in Bahrain, which is home of the Navy's 5th Fleet. You can see it right there. Multiple fires are burning at that naval support activity, Bahrain, right there. You can see what that looks like. Going to Iran for a second, there is, yesterday there was a elementary school for little girls that was blown up, and right now we're seeing a hospital in Tehran that looks like it was hit as well. I'll show you this footage right here of Israel and the United States striking the IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps headquarters. They blew up the entire Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps headquarters totally destroyed. Let me show you what that looked like here. Let's play this clip.
To work instructions for the expiration.
And by the way, here was the footage of Donald Trump when he landed at the White House, when he was at the Rose Garden, and he was bragging about the Benjamin Franklin statue that was there, and he wouldn't answer any questions about the war. Here is the helicopters in the background, so I'm only going to play a short clip because it's a little bit hard to hear, but I'll just tell you what Trump says. He says, look at this statue. Isn't this statue great? And the reporters are saying, hey, can you tell us what's your message to the families who have lost service members in this war? Are you going to address the American people through an actual address, not on your social media platform? Is this really going to last 4 weeks, 5 weeks? You know, is this a never-ending war? Watch what Donald Trump does. Here, play this clip.
What are the objectives for Iran? President, who do you want to lead Iran?
Unbelievable statues. You'll see. Come and look at it.
Mr. President! Can you talk to us about Iran? Mr. President, we take questions on Iran. What's the statue? Mr. President, what's your message to the families of the service members who were killed?
Folks, even Lindsey Graham, who was the one big proponent of regime change, remember regime change, Lindsey Graham, we need a regime change. Now Lindsey Graham is saying the goal is not regime change. Here, play this clip.
The goal of this operation is to change the threat, not the regime. When this operation is over, no matter who takes over in Iran, they will not have ballistic missiles to hurt us, Israel, or the region. They will not have the capability to be the largest state sponsor of terrorism, whether it's a cleric or a group of representative of the country where there's an election. It doesn't matter right now.
Next, let me show you this huge explosion that took place after impact in Novorossiysk, Russia. You could see what it looks like right here. This appears to be a Ukrainian successful strike on this port facility area, where also lots of oil traverses from as well. Rory Johnston says it's a big deal, especially right now with what's going on in Iran. Was this part of, Ukraine playing hardball? Is this Ukraine going, on the offense? Is this Russia creating an event to justify other action? But that was one of the biggest strikes, we've seen in a while. We'll show you here some footage from earlier, brought to you by the Tammuz Intel, of gunfire between pro-Iran protesters and Iraqi security forces close to the U.S. embassy there. Here, play this clip. Here is video capturing a drone hitting a U.S. base in Kuwait. Let's play this clip right here.
Oh my God.
I'm going to share this clip right here of a ballistic missile hitting Jerusalem. Play this clip. Now, ultra MAGA guy by the name of Bill Ackman has been posting, big ally of Donald Trump, big in the MAGA movement. He goes, the greatest sacrifice one can make is to give up one's life for another, in this case for hundreds of millions of Americans, 90 million freedom-loving Iranians and the rest of the world from whom a nuclear and terrorist threat is in the process of being removed. Words are inadequate to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice. So saying that more members of our military, I guess, should be killed for this regime change. Wow. Our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, writes, the thrill Trump gets from having people blown up and kill other people and from watching other people fight at UFC comes from deep insecurity rooted in his personal cowardice. It makes him feel tough. It makes him feel adequate. Things he has never been but always wanted to be. I agree with Ron Filipkowski there. A few data points as well. Big pop of 13% in Brent crude to $82 per barrel right now. So the price of gas is going to be surging. We're looking at the markets right now. The futures markets, as of this recording, are absolutely tanking. The Dow is down significant amounts. So is the NASDAQ and the S&P. Major drops. Major drops there. We'll see what it opens tomorrow with, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be, it seems like it's going to be deeply problematic. Here's the statement from Iran's foreign minister, Saeed Arghichi. We've had 2 decades to study defeats of the U.S. military to our immediate east and west. We've incorporated lessons accordingly. Bombings in our capital have no impact on our ability to conduct war. Decentralized mosaic defense enables us to decide when and how the war will end. Just trying to see if there's any other data points I want to share with you before we go. But yeah, I think that's the that's the update we have right now. We'll keep you posted, of course, every step of the way here at the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers together so we can keep sharing this information with you. Thanks for watching.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free.
Give it a try, and everyone here will find out what else.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there's a massive
You have to
lawsuit
stop
with
them from
Ozempic right
securing
now.
the mission
You guys know
area.
that. Do you think it's that, or do you think it's...
I like the future. It has kick-ass elements.
You would not last a second.
I'm good to go.
You will not be rid of me so easily.
Living up to her name. Get at her.
Not last a second in heaven.
We need to stop people in his tracks.
No rest from the eternal struggle.
stop that vehicle!
Final judgment is ready. Vehicle here.
I am pleased to present the new Hov bike.
Hey y'all, my uncle. Take a look at this incredible video. This unidentified person is walking down the road and is struck by lightning not once, but twice.
Can you imagine seeing this? Like, you being the spectators of what's going on right in front of you?
2nd, 2025, Europe's largest and most active volcano, Mount Etna, suddenly erupts on the east coast of Sicily. Towering ash clouds fill the sky as panicked tourists scramble for safety, as the powerful river devours massive chunks of land in seconds.
Yellowstone National Park witnessed a huge hypothermal explosion.
Spider bots.
Run, run, run! Run!
Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every Smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching any TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was Smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or two. I hope not. But make sure your post notifications are on, man. Seen some of y'all saying y'all missed some of the uploads. Y'all know we coming with 4. Most of the time more than that, but 4 for sure. But I also want to go ahead and say, make sure you hyping up the video. I'll be forgetting to let y'all know that. On top of that, let me know what y'all want to see more of. Y'all know we coming up on that 3-year mark. We done damn near had the channel almost 3 years now. So let me know what y'all want to see more of. I want to go ahead and add more of that. But I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
Can you imagine seeing this? Like, you being the spectators of what's going on right in front of you? That these things really did walk the earth for thousands of years even? Yeah, it's AI, but what I'm about to show you isn't AI. Kind of humorous, they still try to tell us this is how the pyramids were built, right? Moving these giant blocks. You can't tell me that these right here are not petrified giants. Genesis 6 said there were giants in the earth in those days, and after that, I don't want to take up too much of the screen, but I mean, it's quite clear what all this stuff actually was. The pyramids being a great indicator of that, because obviously there had to have been something like this to even build the pyramids in the first place. The only discrepancy would be that the Bible says that they're between 30 to 80 foot, like the size of a cedar tree, where Enoch says they can
always rise again.
I just need 1 minute here. Give me 1. Fill up my water. 1 minute here. Right at the bottom, so it doesn't get in the way of the sky. I will be back in 1 minute. Uh-oh, you can't see it. You'll be able to see it now. 1 minute, hold on.
Feeling fantastic. Oh, it's not yours to play. need help? Final score 1-2-2. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Thank you. Maybe I'll put the Tel Aviv audio on. The the light's starting to get bright in Tel Aviv. Can't hear anything. That Tel Aviv might not have audio on it. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, the first part of the stream was very busy. We were watching this protest in Baghdad by pro-Iranian regime supporters near the U.S. Embassy.
Now,
We were watching that for a while.
I got a bench for this match.
Quick thank you to D-Tex. Thank you, D-Tex. Also, Sculpzart. Thank you, Sculpzart. And John Oliver. John says, is it a coincidence that Iranian missile launch pace slowed down right after the 4 B-2s dropped 2K bombs on their underground missile city? I saw a report about that earlier today. It was, where was it? Jennifer Griffin from Fox News reported 4 B-2 bombers flew round trip from the U.S., dropped dozens of 2,000-pound bombs on underground ballistic missile sites in Iran, said a U.S. defense official. Thank you also Darren175 and Alia Torek and ex-fire medic and Julie Hahn. No, there has been no reports with any degree of reliability that any U.S. boat has been hit. Thank you, Julie Hahn and Julie78SW.
I serve as queen of the 10th realm. Kneeling is acceptable.
And Nico Dream Movie. I don't know if I don't remember everything the Iranian state media has claimed, but there has not been any kind of remotely reliable report
even
that
when you're invisible.
a U.S. ship
I
has been
thought we
hit.
were supposed to be on the same side, Frank.
We are.
I think the U.S. military
But in
posted
this
about
business, that could change in a heartbeat.
I'll be sure to remember that. And when it does, I'll be ready.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? Until the count of 4 to walk away.
Here, I mean, this was yesterday. That wasn't. There was one more soon than that. There was one more recent than that. Here, look. Right here. U.S. Central Command. Iran's Revolutionary Guard claims to have struck the USS Abraham Lincoln with ballistic missiles, Lie. The Lincoln was not hit. The missiles launched didn't even come close. The Lincoln continues to launch aircraft in support of CENTCOM's relentless campaign. So they do seem to say that Iran launched some missiles at it, but say they didn't come close. It is getting brighter in Tel Aviv.